Is this dude? Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. Nice apron, dude. Horrible drops. The Heraldric Malice.
Yeah, you would think that an epic hammer would be like this gigantic thing, and it turns out it's just this teeny tiny little thing.
Yeah. I might as well just imbue some druid weapon or druid item.
Good morning.
Since I doubt anything from open beta is going to carry into the game.
It might, but I think we're limited to was it Act 2? It was definitely Act 2 in the last weekend's beta. I'm not sure if they've expanded that or not.
Got it. I'm just going full into Molten Boulder.
See a bunch of people asking about when Clover will be available. Is that something you can answer right now?
Yeah, well, Clover is available. It just there's a few things that they're going to be providing for us down the line too that are still in development. But as of right now, you can still download the extension, the Clover extension, just like you would with a MetaMask extension, and start using that. You can also import your wallet into the Clover web app, which is for like fund management. And then they're also going to be releasing a dApp browser as well, similar to like what you would use MetaMask for on mobile. So that you'll be able to play Cryptoblades through a dApp browser on your mobile device. But other than that, there's two-factor authentication, which is a huge security piece. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have like connected their wallet to some site, and I mean, I can't. Yeah, it's really. I mean, really, people shouldn't have very much funds sitting in MetaMask, but yeah, anytime you connect to a site, you know, is potentially dangerous. You know, you always have to do your own research, but yeah, so that's why we're really excited about Clover, is especially for the security piece for our users.
Right, and I saw some people specifically ask if your existing MetaMask account can be integrated with Clover real quick, like without hassle or having to redo the wallet, move your assets over, stuff like that.
Right, so similar to how if you need to restore your MetaMask, where you know it'll ask you to either import your private key or seed phrase. Clover is built on top of the same technology as MetaMask, and so it recognizes the same seed phrases as MetaMask does. So if you import your seed phrase into there, just like if you were to get a new phone, you would see all of your assets.
It's locked.
Right, so it's just a matter of importing on Clover, and then you get basically the same functionality and more.
Right, exactly, yep.
I see people asking about the time frame of raids. So right now, we're probably going to launch it on testnet. I mean, it's partially up, but it's not operational just yet. So we'll probably have it running over the weekend on testnet, and then, you know, hopefully next week it should launch.
Right.
On mainnet.
I don't know how, but I just ended up somehow losing. Oh, you guys are in catacombs. Nice. All right, I'm just going to head back.
Oh, I'm still just jail level 3. Someone opened a portal to the inner cloister, and I went through and started going back through the jail to meet you.
Oh, got it.
I see someone asking about how the character power affects the raid. So yes, your drops will be determined on the relative power contribution. So people who join with weaker characters have less power than most others will have a lower chance of getting drops, and the far top players will have the best chances. But I've tried to balance the drops in a way where everyone has a fair shot. But it's also resilient to like a lot of level ones entering. They're not going to get very much if they do that. Plus, there's gas fees associated. So hopefully, it'll be basically just legitimate players going into it, and ideally, everyone getting like a fair shot at some nice drops.
Yep.
I see someone asking if they can use the same weapon on all 4 characters. No, this is something we've done differently for raids to slightly increase the demand of weapons. For one, I wasn't part of the sort of the design process on that, but yeah, you will need a separate weapon for each character because it does drain like 20 points of durability.
Right. Basically, we didn't want people who had just one strong sword just quadrupling up on their raid bonus, and so just to kind of keep it fair, we figured because you can still have like a 3-star sword or any kind of sword you want if you want to utilize your character. It's not like you need 4 5-star swords. Obviously, that gives you like the most chance at the best NFTs, but there's still benefit to be had, like if you have been doing some foraging, or if you found a good deal on the marketplace, where you can still just use some 3-star or even 2-star swords if you need to, if you wanted to get as many characters as you can into the raid.
Right. So we want to reward people having a nice set of swords for the various types. Various elements. I mean, it's also room to improve. So like, you might start out with like a small set of weapons, and you expand that over time to improve your profits. That's part of sort of the feedback loop of doing raids, getting some weapons maybe, and being a little better and stronger the next time.
Yep. Ooh, these spiders got bigger.
Yeah, there's a gas fee for each character entering the raid. That will be probably one of the earliest things that I try to add, where you can join multiple characters at a time. It's not going to be a ton cheaper, just because we're writing information to the blockchain. That's always expensive, unfortunately. Not very much we can do about that in the current setup, but it should be a little cheaper.
When we're done with reworking the rewards, they will be well above break even. So obviously I don't know how much each person has invested, so I'm not going to comment on how much you'll make per character or whatever, but for sure the goal is still a 30-day ROI on what you purchased for. So yeah, I feel like there's something we must be able to do differently to convey what we're doing for the rewards, because sometimes it seems very clear, like when I'm putting out an announcement or something like that, like, oh, okay, they'll definitely understand this. But, I see that we're still getting that question all the time. I'm not exactly sure the best way to address that, but other than I'm hoping not to just keep repeating myself that we're doing this, and this, and we expect the rewards to be 30-day ROI, blah, blah, blah. It's like definitely feeling like a broken record. I know it's important to everybody, but, if anyone has any suggestions on how we can, like, make that answer more clear to everybody, I'm open to suggestions there. Oh, nice. Ooh.
I see someone asking about reimbursement for rewards for playing right now when the reward pool is drained. So we have doubled the experience for those who wanted to keep playing, and there's like small amounts that you're earning in skill, but you cannot withdraw until the reward pool is refilled. So any skill that you earn that way that's in your withdrawable pool, well, I guess not so withdrawable right now, but you know, once the reward pool is filled back up, you'll be able to get that skill that you've earned. But for the time being, you know, the rewards are, you know, mostly in the experience. That we wanted to reward players who kept playing or wanted to playing. I don't think we'll reimburse players for playing right now when it's not that favorable any more than we do with the experience. So you know, it's not like we'll go back and calculate all the skill they would have earned if the rewards pool wasn't drained.
Right.
Good day. Greetings, stranger.
All right, I'm gonna watch the cinematic.
Your presence honors me.
See someone asking about a wiki. I think we have a wiki. I don't know if it's been updated recently.
It does get updated frequently. I believe it's on the website. There's a link from the main website.
You know what? That might be it. Yeah. I think we also have like a design document laying around of kingdoms. I don't know if that's public yet or not.
That one isn't public yet, but will be eventually.
That'll be a nice starting point for that, I think.
Yep.
For people to sort of read through and understand how kingdoms will work.
Yep. I love this.
We traveled for an eternity across that barren wasteland. I couldn't say. And always a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey.
Nice.
We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination.
Lutgulain.
With a great sea beyond.
Yes, everything is doing well with the plans. You know, raids is a huge feature that we're putting out. It's been in the works since even before we launched the game, and has really come a long way, and it's going to be a really exciting feature. So that's coming along nicely. Ads are coming along nicely. PvP is going to be getting some major development. So yeah, lots of good stuff happening.
His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Tarasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Lutgulain. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Good day.
Follow me.
All right.
Greetings. Run. Run. Run away. Help
Not
me.
here.
Help me. Help. Help me. Time
Look
to
at those.
die. This is yours.
I know my.
No, wait. I want to trade. There we go. Nice. So much gold. I got about 30 more minutes here. Want to do some sewers?
You want these this set piece?
Oh, there's a set piece. What did that drop from?
One of these guys dropped it for me.
Oh, nice. Thanks. Yeah, I love this one. All resistance. That's great. And of course the nice defense there. Actually, if we go down this other way, I think we get closer to sewers level 3. Yeah, you can do raids with a 5-star, 2 3-star, and a 2-star. You can do raids with whatever star swords you want to do. We're not like requiring like a minimum strength of sword. Yeah. Obviously, we want to create more uses for swords, but we're not trying to like limit, players who can't afford 5-star swords. Like that's definitely not the intention at all. Oh. Hate these guys. They do look pretty awesome. What level are you, Dan?
10.
Ah, shoot. I should have given you the experience shine.
It's all right.
As a player investor, what can we do to help you guys? Honestly, the simplest thing is just to stick around and answer questions for people that you know the answers to. If you've been around for a while, you typically know where to find all the most up-to-date information, whether that's announcements or announcements or the FAQ. So, just helping newer players not to like continue asking the same questions over and over is always helpful. It saves us time from having to, answer the same questions. It gives us more time to answer new questions. Ooh, an axe. I guess you're a mace class, aren't you?
Sorry, I totally blanked.
Oh, there was an axe, but I forgot that you're mace.
Yeah, I'm mace.
Mace Windu.
I see someone asking if Raids is a joined event. Yeah, so you'll be able to join with any amount of characters. There's a set amount of time for you to do it. Right now, we're looking to have it be 8 hours. All the players that join up to that point will contribute to the fight, and they're sort of working together to beat the enemy, the boss.
Yeah, and one kind of interesting thing too is, even if there is a very, very high or a very large amount of players who join a raid, it's never a guaranteed victory. So, kind of like, if you can get like a 98% victory chance with a given monster and fighting, that you can still potentially lose. It's kind of a similar thing here, although the chance for winning can go higher. Like I want to say it can go like 99.9%, right, Dan? I mean, if you have enough players join a raid.
Right. we actually have a great degree of control over the power of the boss. So it's not actually determined by the algorithm. So we'll just make sure to sort of balance that to a point where everyone's satisfied with the rate of winning.
Yeah, cool.
I see someone asking about if certain characters will die during the raid. No, it's pretty much an all or nothing situation. Except there's more than nothing. So if the raid is lost, you still get the experience, and
Right.
we also sort of mark a notch on your belt. There's 2 extra counters on your characters, which will count up how many raids you've participated in, how many you've won. Those statistics will possibly be used in some things like equipment in the future that will sort of reward players for participating in raids. Right now, I don't have anything to announce on what the specifics of that are. But yeah, so as far as the raids go, you either win it with everyone or you lose it with everyone. And if you lose it, you still get the experience. If you win, you get the experience and maybe some drops.
Yeah, and in your last simulation, Dan, how many of the players like got at least like what was the percentage of players that got at least like the common drops?
So at the very bottom of the barrel, so like people with fresh accounts using 1-star weapons, they still have like a 25% chance at a common drop. So if you put all 4 of your characters in, you'll probably get a common drop, which is going to be like a weak weapon or some junk or dust, stuff like that. And they still have like a 0.7% chance at a rare drop. But if you're anywhere near the middle, the average of the raid power, you'll have much better chances. Like your common drops will be in the 80s or 90s, 90%. Sort of evens out towards the end. So like every raider sort of has like a 90-ish% chance past the half point.
Yeah.
And that's per character. So if you want to put up 1 character for raids, you'll have 90% chance of getting 1 drop. But if you got 4 characters in there, you'll have 4 times 90% chance. So like on average, you might be getting 3 common items, but there's no guarantee, obviously.
Yeah.
You could get very lucky or very unlucky.
Right. Like you can join it with a level 1-star character and get a rare, but you could just as much chance of entering with 4 characters, middle of the pack, and getting no drops or something.
Right. And the strongest scaling sort of happens for the rares at the top end. That's why people will want some better swords to go along with their high level characters, because if you're near the top, that benefits you a great deal with the rare drops. But you still, everyone will still have a chance at a rare drop, just maybe not as much.
Yeah.
I see a couple of people asking about the stamina cost and the automation. So raids will be automated. We'll be running a service that will start and stop these raids on a schedule. Right now, we're planning on having it be 8 hours. And the stamina cost, it works a little different to fights. So it will cost you 200 points of stamina and 20 points of durability, but you do not need to save up the whole pool at a time to join the raid. You can join as long as you have 1 stamina point and 1 durability point on your character and sword, respectively. But, if you join at 1 point, it sort of puts you in the negative, except it'll still show 0. Essentially, you'll be put in the negative for 200 points worth, and that's how long it'll take for you to actually start regenerating stamina again.
Yeah.
So we allow people to join, as long as they're not completely freshly out of points. But, it will still drain those points. It cannot be exploited.
Right. Nice. Fissure is so satisfying down here. I wish we could get into one of those rooms with like, it's probably in Nightmare or Hell when there's just like a million little ads down here.
Right. You're probably also used to Median Excel, aren't you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I played a lot of Median, which is it's a mod for Diablo 2, and it's not made by Blizzard or anything, but it's made by a separate group who maintains it on their own. But it is really fun. They've redesigned a lot of aspects of the game and redone pretty much all of the skills, and it's a whole nother game really. But it definitely has this fun isometric smash up kind of feel to it. So, but yeah, there's a lot more enemies in Median for sure.
I am overburdened. Stay a while and listen.
Attack rating, lightning damage. Oh, nothing too fancy. Oh, you know what? I do want one of these mercenaries, though.
I'll bet you. Greetings.
Nice. I like these interfaces. Ooh, this guy's level 12. Let's do it. All right, what's he got? Prayer. Yeah, I like that.
Huh. I didn't recognize that interface. It used to be this sort of faded black box.
Right.
I suppose that's kind of nice. They put a proper interface behind it. Huh?
I thought there was an aura that would increase your. Oh no, I'm thinking of meditation that increases your mana regen. That's when you have like infinity or whatever. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna go with prayer. We're just living on a prayer today. I'm gonna buy some more gear for him too. Yeah, you can start using Clover right now from the on PC. So using the web extension. Oh, the chainmail looks interesting. Kind of looks different.
I see someone asking about the number of players required for a raid. So raids will complete even if just one raider joins. If no raider joins, it'll just start over. If one person joins, it'll be entirely dependent on them. It all just depends on what the boss power is. If you're able to beat the boss or not. We have no arbitrary limit of how many can join or should join, as long as there's one.
Yep.
And the experience for raids, it's slightly less than if you had fought, but obviously, you got the chances of NFT drops, so that's meant to offset that.
Not enough dexterity. What a bummer. Don't I have some amethyst? No. Dang it, I just bought a weapon and my dude can't even use it yet. I love when I do that.
See a lot of people asking about when the rewards pool will be filled. I mean, obviously we can't say for sure, but we are working to restore it as soon as possible. So,
Not in town.
I don't know if I should say in the coming weeks because I don't know for sure, right? But we are hoping to have it as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, because what it comes down to is, some of the features that we're releasing could have a huge impact on the rewards pool, right? And some of them could have a small impact. But we have many, many different things that we're working on concurrently to refill the rewards pool. So that's why we're not going to say like when when this feature is done or when that feature is done. Really, we just want to continue. Even after the rewards pool is filled, we're still going to be working on ways to continue to keep the rewards pool healthy. So, yeah, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of I mean, yeah, kind of like what Dan said. Like, yeah, it'd be great if we could say weeks. Um, I mean, I would say there's a possibility that that's true, but that isn't something that I would be willing to, you know, confidently announce.
Yeah, I mean, you got to also remember this is still backed by cryptocurrencies. Nobody can truly predict the market, right? So even when we think that something is going to have like a really good effect to our economy, you know, there's no certainty really. We're trying to make our best educated guess. We're involving, you know, economists now in the decision making that we got more than just our experience so far. So we're really trying our best to make it happen.
Yep. Love these guys. I think I'm the only one who's died since we've been playing.
Nah, I died once.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yeah.
I love
see
these
someone asking about the cost to join raids. So as far as I can tell, it will not cost skill to join raids. This is something we might change in the future depending on the level of engagement, but we want to try to make it so everyone can join. The way I see us doing that is maybe eventually people will be able to pay skill for certain benefits during the raid, whether it is higher power or whatever. But we're trying to make it, you know, only cost gas. The gas I cannot really say for certain because we're still optimizing that. It's a fresh feature. It'll change a lot on release as well. But it'll be, I don't know, like two times a fight cost in gas, maybe a little more to join. And then the reward claim will be actually the heavy hitter for gas because obviously you're minting NFTs when you're claiming it. So yeah, you got to be aware of that.
Yeah, and I forget, Dan, is there a way to see like what the NFTs are going to be when you claim them or no?
It should be possible. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of front end work involved with that, and you know, I didn't feel like we could, you know, deliver raids in time to have all that prepared, but it is absolutely something that we can do. So if you participated in a raid and you got dropped that you do not want and you don't think it's worth the gas cost, we'll try to make it so that you can see it ahead of time without spending a penny, and then decide if you want to spend the gas or not.
Right. Can I get a TP?
Oh, where are you?
I died.
Right. I thought you were out in the wild.
Oh, I forgot. I was not even in the right spot to use a town portal. All right, where's my dead body? Oh, I think it's way over here. Gosh, this guy...
I see some people asking about the benefits of the Clover system. I think primarily it is about security, right?
Yeah, so it's about security. It's about being able to do cross-chain swaps directly from within your wallet, meaning when we have multiple chains that you can play on, you'll be able to switch your assets between chains pretty seamlessly. Obviously, another major benefit is just the fund management side of it with the web app. And then they're also working directly with us. So like, for example, you know, we're going to have features like, you know, Cryptoblades themes for your wallet so that you can have like a specifically themed wallet experience, which I think would be really cool. And support for our NFTs in the wallet. Oh boy, I'm just getting mobbed over here. Whew, got him. I actually only have about 4 more minutes before I gotta head off. So we can keep hacking away here and try and get a couple more questions answered, of course. And thanks everybody for joining us through this longer stream. It's been super fun. This was kind of a special stream just because, as we've kind of mentioned, Diablo 2 has been such a, I guess, it's been the kind of game that we've wanted to make for a long time. And it's not that Cryptoblades is obviously much like Diablo, but it was definitely inspired by it, just in being able to farm for loot and level up characters and have PvP and things like that. So yeah, so that's kind of why we did the stream this way. But yeah, other than that, let's see if we have any. I'm gonna hopefully see if we have any questions that we haven't answered already.
I saw someone asking about what my role is in the team. I currently am programming a lot of the Solidity stuff. That's the language of the blockchain, at least for BSC and Ether. So I do a lot of the blockchain app development for the game right now. I have also dabbled in the graphics, although we're sort of pivoting on that a little bit. Well, we have a lot of contributions from people who are able to do 2D, so we're sort of phasing that in as well. And because the blockchain development has been more pressing recently, I've had to focus all of my attention on that. But yeah, we're there's a bunch of us who are core developers, and we sort of have our hands in all aspects. But then, Solidity for me is the main thing. I saw another question asking if we could have like a public talk with The Economist at some point. If we'll have him on stream or something. I don't know if that's something he'd be interested in.
Yeah, we want to. We're still working on some onboarding stuff there where we have a ton of blockchain data to analyze, and so he's been trying to get through all of that. We've been trying to make it available to him. We want to give him. We want to put his work on display after he's had a chance to do a little bit more analysis, because he has a lot of different plans that he wants to share with the community, which are looking really, really great. And in fact, which, some of them have already been implemented. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult getting all, 100 million fight transactions, all of our swords and characters and stuff in a way that's a little bit easier for us to kind of do some analysis on. So once we get that, it'll be, a lot faster for him to put together kind of his info slides, PowerPoint, if you will, to share with the community. So we'll keep you guys updated on that, though, but that will definitely happen. I don't have an exact timeline, but yeah, that's the goal, is we want to show you, the community, kind of our proposed solutions. All right, I got time for like one more question, and then I got to hop off. Let's see what we got. How do you plan to sustain the value of your NFTs? So with our NFTs, obviously there's quite a lot of utility with them. We created our game contracts to use the NFTs in certain ways. We've updated the ways that our NFTs are used. With utility NFTs, the sky is kind of the limit. And so people who are buying them now are essentially buying them at a premium price, because there's features that inevitably will be developed as we continue to develop the game, but just aren't developed yet, that could, for example, significantly increase the earning potential for your NFTs. So, really, you can't go wrong investing in the NFTs themselves. I think, wow, these look really nasty. And I think that, we have quite a few NFTs that have maintained value very well too. If you kind of ignore the fact that when skill was less than $1, that 5-star swords could be hundreds of skill. Now it's between $40 and $50. So obviously it's not going to be as much raw skill, but they're still worth some of them hundreds of dollars. So yeah, that's kind of my spiel on the NFTs. I think, especially because there's burning mechanisms in place for all of the swords, for example, and there will be burning mechanisms in place for the characters, that's only going to ever make them more scarce too. All right, with that, I really do have to get heading out, everybody, but it was super awesome, really fun to be able to play this. Thanks, Dan, for hopping on and doing this with me. I think, so I'm going to end the stream, but Dan, you can keep playing if you want. And yeah, we'll catch up later, everybody.
All right, thanks everyone.